Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Sunday night edition of the Low Budget LCS. I am Papa Boa, aka Papa. Hello, everybody, and
AKA
welcome.
Pablo.
I apologize if you just got audio doubled. I did have the stream unmuted, so that's going to be lovely for y'all's ears. But yeah, spectator client. It's doing some things, that's for sure. But I'm not going to let that stop us from giving you at least a little bit of content here. We have a commercial Group D match for you that was played previously. Now, what that means, Schmeckle betting is going to be done differently. I'm happy to collaborate with Chad on this. However, the current running thought is I'm literally going to flip a coin. So I'll open up Schmeckle betting and then flip a coin. And whichever side gets heads or tails or whoever you call it, if you get it right, you get the Schmeckles. That's how it works. Okay? That's for you super degenerate gamblers. All right?
We're just coin flipping for Schmeckles? I'm in.
That's my view of the game.
Yeah.
I just need to make sure I've got the right teams on the right sides here. Did that not work?
What?
It's possible the draft lol link expired? No?
Mine are up.
It's not showing. Oh, there we go. It just need a little refresh.
Looks like Nebraska is blue game 1 and then they swap.
Yes. Okay, cool. Perfect. We'll get us all set up for that. Yeah, so the results of this are known. However, if you're watching and you don't know the results, go ahead and try not to spoil yourselves. It'd be fun, be exciting. And we get to sort of do this at our own pace. Now, I will admit, I came here fresh from rehearsal, so I haven't actually checked that the way we're going to do this is going to fully work. That being said, let's talk about this first game draft while I test it.
I think we could always just go into ARAM or something if it doesn't work.
Yeah, Mighty and Popoba play ARAMs with...
I mean, we could duo as well, but that's probably a whole lot less interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at the draft for game 1. I see some interesting ideas here. The first one that I'm going to note is the Smolder and TF being selected. Now, there's a lot of potential for the TF, bottom lane to be a thing, or Smolder I've seen go top, do a bunch of weird stuff. There are other picks here that kind of exclude those possibilities, but, moving forward into the series, I don't really know what happened in the Game 2 draft. Those are picks that can move around a bit.
Okay, I think it's working. It's working.
Okay.
Well, we haven't loaded in yet, but... So
your Discord stream is not streaming the game, it's streaming the client.
Okay. I can fix that.
Yeah.
That is fixable.
Hey, Lest, what the heck is that about? That doesn't seem right.
Is that better? You see that?
I can see that. It looks good.
Okay. All right. So let's just do our due diligence, okay? Because that's prep. We've got that going.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the draft a little bit. Let's do our coin flip betting, and then let's get into game 1.
I think we open the bet now on the coin flip, talk about the draft, and when the bet's closing, we'll know that we can move into
And I'm going to do... So this is literally a coin flip.
Nothing to do with the result of the game. Making that very clear.
And this is going to be an abbreviated betting window. I'll give us... No, I'll do a normal betting window.
Give it a whole 5 or whatever.
Give it a whole 5.
Whatever we do.
We are literally doing a coin flip. I mean this literally. Also, if you want a waffle, you have to pony up the schmecks.
Yeah.
Okay? Now, if you want to argue in community about waffles being overpriced, You know, that's one thing to say, but I do make fresh waffle batter for every stream. So, you know, if you're trying to get those waffles, maybe you want to go all in on the coin flip. But we will literally be doing a coin flip here in a second. So talk to me a little bit more about this draft now that I'm more fully listening. Smolder top, TF.
Yeah, so there's some ideas about the TF and the Smolder having different options as far as what role they're in. We can already see in the game that that's probably not the case, especially given the Malphite and the Maokai being kind of an obvious top lane and support pick.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, lots of ADC slotting people banned out by the LA Tech Bulldogs. Ashe, Seraphine both can go in that bot lane role. Quinn probably going to be a top ban. But
you know what's weird too? They banned Ashe and Seraphine, which are both really common pairings with the Senna, and then they picked the Senna.
Interesting. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like maybe it's a pick away. Maybe that's something that comes up later, but
yeah. I do have chocolate chips for today for the waffles, by the way, so you will be getting a little bit of that extra value.
Nice.
But yeah,
you're just doing that. You're doing that for you. You like those chocolate chip waffles, don't you?
I do. I can't pretend that I don't. I love me a chocolate chip waffle. Waffle. Right. Okay. So
let's talk about the other side of this draft too.
Yeah. I love Vi. It is perma-banned against me. I believe it has been the first ban in every series I've played this season. Very, very sad. Could I redeem and ask to add Mayo? You can ask. I'm not going to say yes. I don't know
why is that so wrong? It just feels like...
Listen. Maybe if you already cooked a waffle and then you added mayo on top and then crisped it with the mayo, that could be okay.
Wait, is Luffy saying to put the mayo in like with the batter?
Yeah, Luffy, you have to clarify, okay? It's a waffle, first of all, sacrilege. Okay, anyway, let's talk about, I feel like LA Tech has a lot more damage threat and a lot more threat in general, but I do think that if Nebraska are able to scale into late game, they absolutely have it. Although Senna is annoying.
Yeah, here's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing Malphite, Zac, and Maokai being able to dive into this damage threat, though. You know, they've got the very clear targets of Orianna and Senna. Mm-hmm. And I don't see a great answer as far as, like, I mean, yeah, Alistar can kind of punt people away if they try to come in, but that's a lot of dive.
Who do you think is going jungle here for the side of Nebraska Esports?
I mean, it should be Zac. I guess Zac could be the top laner.
Oh, we're literally doing a coin flip. There's 30k schmeckles in the pool.
Chat's like
degenerate gamblers.
We're not degenerate gamblers.
Degenerate gamblers, the lot split? Of you.
It's not even an even split, is it? It's like, what is the 25k on heads? Oh my god.
Yeah. Undaunted Dead. This is going to be our commercial league, which I believe is a gold average, right?
Yeah.
Hard to keep up these days.
Higher gold, but
yeah, high. I think it's like G2 average. I want to say, maybe G1. I think G2, G1 might be the same points. Anyway, if I'm a betting man, I'm putting my money on LA Tech. I think their composition is easier to execute. I'm excited to see who goes jungle.
I really thought you were gonna say Tails.
Oh, well, I mean, if I was Schmeckle betting here, I'm definitely betting on Tails.
Yeah, at this point, I mean,
like, that's just free money potentially, depending on your risk tolerance.
Stream or
less force with 5k on Tails. If that hits, oh, Shoy coin flip on stream. Sure, hang on.
All right, I may have thrown in my hat on Tails. See how this goes. If you don't want to show it on stream and you want to just make it Tails, like,
yeah.
I'm just kidding, chat. I would never do that.
Let's see, which coin flipping website should I use? Flipsimu.com? That sounds good.
Sure. I mean, chat's gonna complain no matter what we choose, right?
Mm-hmm. But actually, can I even flip the coin, or do I have to do a screen cap of it? Oh yeah, no, I'd have to do a screen cap of it. Hang on. I can't just do the browser source.
Okay, I'm down with that. I got a lot on the line here, chat.
How much did you put on the line?
All of it.
Mm.
I don't have much. It's gonna be very clear about that.
Hey. Okay.
Come on, Tails. Come on.
Are we is betting closed?
It's closed, yeah.
It's closed? Okay. Alright.
What was it?
We'll move on over. I'm gonna click the button live on stream. So it is currently resting on heads, but I have not yet clicked the button. Okay?
Heads is bad. We don't like heads.
Heads.
It's heads?
It's heads.
Alright. It's so sad, man. The whole my payout. Rigged. Agree, Lest. Agree.
All right. Well, without further ado, then,
yeah, let's do this game thing.
Let's get on into the game here.
Lost it all.
You know,
right, what do you think? First blood. I'm calling it right now. Top lane.
I think first blood's going to be. I think we're going to see something spicy level 1. I saw on my way pings going out, and it looks like the side of Nebraska Esports are 5-man running it down mid.
They are seen.
They are going to be seen.
CEO of Nebraska is the Smolder.
Honestly, love to have that as a name on one of these teams because it's very orienting.
Yeah.
Also, the last time, I've delayed cast series before. The last time I delayed cast a series, we tried to bet on stuff like, first scuttle, third red buff, right? But people knew, okay? They knew everything. So, we are not betting on anything that has to do with the game itself. Hey, look, it's the CEO of Nebraska. What's happening? I'm excited to see this.
If they know the result, right, they could probably guess how things go.
Oh, hey, we got a waffle. Let's go. Oh, wait, hang on.
We
got a
fight.
little bit of action. I'll get to the waffle in a second. Lots of damage going down there onto Green Dragon 2001. I don't know why my, oh no. I'm alt-tabbed so we can't see, but I need to turn on the waffle cam.
I hear stuff.
Yeah, I also hear stuff.
Sounds like creeps. Oh, there's a card thrown.
There was a card thrown.
We're in top. I hear Malphite. Still Malphite. Right?
Yeah.
God, dude.
This is just
Dante
a low budget LCS at its finest, alright?
Just the ASMR stream of the game.
Yeah. Well, listen, someone ponied up the schmecks. I need to respect them by giving them a waffle.
No, it's good. I could tell if someone dies from the sounds alone. So we're back in bot. That was Alistar heal.
Okay.
Now we're in mid.
How much better do I have exactly? I was only able to make, I think. Wait. Oh, it's not preheated. Okay, I'll wait for it to preheat. I was only able to make 1.5 recipes.
Actors whose birthday was more recent.
When did my minimap get changed?
What?
I've had my minimap right forever, and this replay, it's wrong. It's the wrong size.
Is it because you're doing this from the replay file?
Maybe. That's fine. We don't need to see top lane anyway.
Yeah, that's true. Nothing ever happens up there.
Mm-hmm.
Except for first blood.
I'm so glad I told some friends to check out the league play-in and they get to watch this. Oh, perfect. All right. Well, we're going to see a little bit of a CS differential going on here down in the bot side. Junglers kind of cross path from each other, but it doesn't look like too much will happen. Actually, Vi does have a... I mean, not Vi. Zach has a nice angle here, so we'll see if Cheza can get something done.
He's spotted though, right? There's a word?
Yeah, but Fluffster... Ooh.
Ooh, dude, with the clutch invis.
Yeah, Voodoo just gonna keep himself and Green Dragon 2001 safe.
I like that name, Voodoo.
I think I probably have at least 50... I don't know if I have 50,000 schmecks worth of waffles. Maybe like 40?
Oh, you're
8?
measuring it in schmeckel amounts. Okay.
Yeah.
When you get thin on the batter, do you just start like, oh, here we go? Mid
Ooh,
lane?
Bull Drum's gonna be hit by the Gum Gum shot. I don't actually know what Zach Q is called, so I'm gonna just call it Gumu Gumu No Punch.
I feel like it's just elastic something.
Yeah. But Voltron just gonna be able to walk out of that one. Gold card enjoyer. Now that is a mid laner after my heart. Holy cow!
He's got a one trick that he's
recall!
getting.
Hit the brush! He's gonna be spotted! No, you could have gotten it off! Spectros cancels the recall! Oh, and it's a disaster as we go down to the bot lane. Voodoo gonna be flexing on this Senna damage.
Kinda crazy.
Okay, nothing actually happened because of that. But I feel like you could have finished the recall.
Yeah, I like not risking it, because if you get hit by that CC at all, it's kinda, you're probably dead.
Yeah. But in any case, ooh, Alistar's gonna go ahead and engage. Fluffster's gonna be taking quite a bit of damage. Exhaust's gonna be utilized, but Fluffster's going low, and Fluster gets taken down for first blood.
Yeah, I was not expecting to see the Senna Alistar first blooding, but definitely not known for the laning is Smolder, so see them getting the better of that.
Yeah, Smolder is, you know, utilizing that Doran's Ring W tech. As Vi's going to go ahead and start picking up these grubs. Grubs, I feel like here... No, I think they are impactful. Senna is really annoying with grubs, because when she gets that long attack range and can just kind of hit turrets from Narnia, very annoying. On the other side, TF with grubs is very annoying because he can split very easily, but in the bot lane, Voodoo's going to take quite a bit of damage, and now Fluffster's going to come in for revenge! The CEO of Nebraska cashes it in. Ooh, but done. All out, Andreas 417 taking Mollis to Narnia, and now the grub has been left and Spectrus has claimed a rock instead. Cheza making a nice call to go for the cross-map play.
Yeah, this is good. Smart macro. Looks like they are actually not going to lose too much here after those grubs were kind of picked up on the top side for nothing. That insane ulti from Cassante over the wall. I mean, that angle. You gotta be careful for that.
Gold card enjoyer trying to dodge it, doesn't quite hit it. Command shockwave lands, but gold card enjoyer, full health, is gonna find the gold card, just be able to walk out.
Yeah. Just not that much damage yet on the mid laners. Definitely got those tank stats from... Is that still Catalyst, or what is that item called now?
I think it's Catalyst. Catalyst of Aeons? Yeah.
Yeah.
Waffle shipped, I've talked about doing this before. I need to make sure it's food safe. Like, I need to make sure the shipping is all of that's in food safe. I've talked about doing it as a reward for charity stream before. So, if you really want a waffle shipped to you, that might be your best angle. Maybe I'll also ship one... Well, no, I can't ship one to the winners of all the leagues, because that's so many people and so many waffles.
It would be a lot of waffles.
Yeah. But... in any
it's
case.
like, I like the bit, but is it worth it, you know?
We're getting heated up. Ooh, Flooster's gonna go in. Voodoo, though.
Yeah, and just gonna trade for a flash there. Not bad. But I think they're happy if Smolder can just kind of pick up these stacks and be chill. Which looks like he's doing a pretty good job of.
How can I get a stack check actually on the Smolder?
Well, I would love to, but I cannot click on any longer.
Oh yeah, that's a solid point there, Chief. Hang on. Yeah, no, it's
actually,
definitely
we do.
everything.
We have stacky stack.
Yeah, so you got 34 stacks versus 20 stacks.
20 for farming Senna is actually pretty good at this point. 30 CS lead, though, is kind of monumental. Senna is way ahead.
Yeah. 30 CS, I mean, I think they're playing the range very well. Smolder, I think, is a little bit shorter range than ADC. But now, obviously, he has to sort of intentionally stack. Yeah, I got chocolate chips. Yeah, who do you think I am?
So part of that tech, actually, going the Doran's ring at the start.
Ooh, all out going to be utilized onto Malas. His damage is going down.
Not bad.
Were Cassante nerfs this last patch? Or...
I don't play top lane, so I really have no clue.
Can someone in chat tell me if Cassante was nerfed this last patch or is going to be nerfed this upcoming patch? Because I know they're looking at nerfing like some of his slows and like the speed of his dash. Anyway, ooh, Unstoppable gonna go in. Now TF raining down from the skies, but Unstoppable counter from Andreas, and Spectres finds a beautiful double knock using the Assault and Battery onto Gold Card Enjoyer as Andreas 417 looks to escape. But will Spectres be able to escape as Malas is doing quite a bit of damage? There goes the Q. Andreas ghosting, though, and they're going to be able to get out of there.
I'm very impressed that they get out of that with no one dying. Good look, though, from Gold Card Enjoyer getting on up there on top of that.
Ooh, Andreas is going to be quite low. Malice is going to go for the dive, but Unstoppable push back, and the turret shots do what you want. But we're going to go to the bot lane now as Root is going to be found here onto Cheza. Going forward, but here comes Bomb over the top. Voodoo and Green Dragon going to be dissuaded from going further on that one.
Yep, Maokai is here, though.
Yep.
Dude. Gonna just space it well. Gets away, no problem. A lot of pings going down. I think, we get a stack check again on Smolder? What's he at? Like 100? Not 100 yet.
48.
48. Okay. That
48
might
to
be
28.
Okay.
We are going to see Vi, I believe, actually starting up these. Ooh, hang on. Flash forward. Green Dragon wants it. Set up. Oh, finds it under the turret. Oh, my goodness. Meanwhile, on the other side, Spectres finding those grubs again, and that is going to be challenging tool in the hand.
Yeah, that was crazy.
We got a couple Voodoo named people. We got Voodoo, Voodoo Mama Juju. You know.
That's there are a couple.
Well, and I was also thinking about we've got Gold Card Enjoyer, right? I obviously play with Blue Card Hype, so we need someone. We need a red card. We need some like red card fanboy. Ooh, okay.
It's gonna be like a
ultimate gonna be utilized. Fluffster though. Not gonna be taken out. Voodoo taking damage, but flashes forward. Green Dragon trying to buy the space. Root is gonna be found. Bonk back is nice, but Cheza going forward, flashing over the wall. The Maokai finds the damage, and that is gonna be Green Dragon going lights out.
Yeah, the timing's really good because we do have this dragon spawning, so they're gonna be in position. They've got to kill the setup. Gold Card Enjoyer in a little trouble.
Ooh, Spectres. Gonna be taking a lot of damage here, but the command Shockwave's gonna find Fluffster. Flash is gonna be good for Spectres over the wall. Now the damage is going, but Gold Card is available. Vi not quite gonna get tagged with it. Gold Card still gonna be found. Used on the Cassante, but Assault and Battery finds Gold Card Enjoyer in the back line. Spectres is just gonna barely be able to get out here. Another Flame Ball goes over the top. A Zac passive drops, but this is looking all heads for LA Tech Varsity.
Yeah, and I gotta give a lot of credit here just to... I think Andreas, honestly, was a big part of this, but like the whole team is coordinating really well. And we've seen this kind of dynamic duo forming from Spectres and Andreas, finding those engages, engaging that fight after we see Gold Card Enjoyer kind of get it started.
Yeah. That waffle came out a bit funny, but okay. Yeah. So yeah, lots of neutrals here over on the side of LA Tech Bulldogs. Are also going to be about 4,000 gold ahead here in the mid game.
Yeah, a ton of that is bot lane. I gotta say it's probably like 2K. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's just rough, but like, you want to see the
Fluffster
the
is ahead of Green Dragon 2001.
Okay.
But
wait, it's also support. I mean, true. The Maokai, honestly, you don't even need gold because you can just no card selected. Just gonna it's TP to turret.
Yeah, I think this is interesting. So the mid lane matchup have TP'd up to the top lane. And then it looks like the top lane matchup is going to be brought down to the mid here. Tessa looking to pull Andreas back, but that's a Cassante.
I wonder, I don't know what the logic of this is, but maybe they're trying to buy space for bot away from the TF, like drag him top and then down.
It did kind of feel like it was LA Tech Bulldogs who pulled the trigger on the swap. So I'm wondering if they just want the Cassante to be closer to bot lane, or maybe they just want Cassante to be ready to swap bot when bot wants to come mid, if that makes sense.
That makes sense, yeah. I just, they haven't really looked like they want to yet.
Yeah, I don't know. In any case, Cheza going into the top lane, Boldrum flashing away, but the slingshot's gonna hit. Now Andreas is gonna be here, but only half health. Stun gonna land, Gold Card Enjoyer. Very happy with that one. Ooh, Command Shockwave gonna be used onto Cheza, but Cheza's quite tanky, unstoppable, goes forward, goes re-engage. Cheza's taking the damage, and now Malice has come up with the flash. They find the ultimate, but now we switch to the bot side! As the CEO of Nebraska finds Voodoo, and they killed Andreas on the top side. Oh my goodness!
Directed camera griefing again. Nice Malphite ult on top there, though. Definitely cleared out the remaining members. And what is that? 3 for 1 overall?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, pretty good play. For Nebraska here, actually narrows the gold down to just about 2K, so halves that gold lead that LA Tech had. Will be really interesting to see, particularly as we get towards these next objectives that are spawning.
I've seen a lot of different ideas.
Ooh, flash forward. CEO of Nebraska is able to flash away from that damage.
Movement.
Ignite is going to be dropped.
Yeah.
Not bad. Dragon.
It's hard to catch Smolder for sure.
When he flaps his wings.
Andreas actually, he has a lot of space here.
Yeah, he's going to all out two backwards. Using those Tonfas. Going forward, Malas taking a lot of damage, will be pulled back, but Chazza is going to be here. Now going to be bonked up. But Malas, you have to get out of here. Malas, you are in trouble. Chazza, though, knock up some damage. Get those blobs, heal it back.
Okay, Andreas, not afraid. Gonna hold the ground in top lane. Looking pretty good.
Ooh. But Boldrum and Spectoras with the 4-man onto bot wave. However, Fluffster is going to preempt that, and TF is ulting down. So it is now a 3v4, and they're under turret. But they're just going to use the Dragon ult. Mom going over the top, doing so much damage, and Boldrum has been one-shot. However, now the CEO of Nebraska is in trouble with the Assault and Battery. A beautiful knockup there from Green Dragon 2000. But Fluffster trying to buy the space. His teleport now comes out from Malas. Gold Card Enjoyer doing damage over the top. Green Dragon and Voodoo are the only ones left. Now it's a 3v2. Can they get away? Green Dragon taking quite a bit of damage, but the root's going to be good. Fluffster looking to do what he can, but very conscious of his health bar. There goes the unstoppable ultimate. There goes the gold card over the top, and they're going to find Green Dragon along with a twisting advance. Might catch up Senna, but meanwhile on the top side, Andreas looks like they started up the Herald, but it might have been a little bit of a mistake. Cheza's going to be available. I'm not sure exactly. Maybe Cheza started up the Herald, but in any case, Andreas healing quite a bit. Cheza doing damage. TP's coming out. That's going to be Boldrum.
Oh, the movement. No Orion Alta.
Oh.
Cheza's probably out.
Yep. Cheza is just out. Herald lives to see another day. And now, there is no gold lead. Hey,
kind of a disastrous bottom dive, honestly.
Yeah. Ooh, but Voodoo looking for revenge.
Yeah, I think CEO of Nebraska just doesn't want to fight yet. Gotta get those stacks up, and I think really importantly, the, what's that item called? Spear of Shojin for this particular build on Smolder is really good.
Ooh, they're going to look for Green Dragon here, but Green Dragon's going to be really, really tanky. Here comes Mom again over the top. Does a bit of damage.
We've got Vi on the backside.
Yeah, they're looking to buy space for this dragon fight. They did get a chunk of damage onto Alistar, but that won't significantly impact LA Tech's ability to contest the straight.
It is 4v5 since Andreas does not have teleport.
Teleport available soon, though, if they can buy it out. However, Boldrum's going to be caught out here. Command Shockwave's going to be huge. They don't have any tools really to catch up there, but now on the other side, Spectoris is walking in. 1 versus 4. Well, 2. Spectorus taking a lot of damage, is going to be rooted up. CEO of Nebraska now coming over the wall. Senna ultimate, going to buy a little bit of shield, a little bit of time. But Boldrum cannot really make it to this. Boldrum's going to be taken out. Teleport now going to be utilized from the K'Sante. Voodoo is available. Gold Card Enjoyer might be in a little bit of trouble. Gold Card is pulled again, and a beautiful launch over the top is going to knock up the carries in the back line, just like you were talking about. Spectorus looking on the side, but doesn't quite find the engagement they want. Voodoo staying incredibly low on the back side. K'Sante trying to do K'Sante things. A beautiful pullback onto all the members, but it won't be enough. Spectorus has to run for the hills, but here comes the TF. Gold card, not locked in. That's a red card, but Assault and Battery going to be utilized. Will gold card? No! Fluffster is able to get the kill onto Spectorus.
I wonder how much that he gets for not pulling gold cards like that.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like there's some pretty solid banter from the Nebraska team within themselves in the chat, I'm noticing. But, you know, red card does still slow. And does red card do more damage, I think? Yeah?
No. I think the only one that does more damage is blue, right? It doesn't have another. Well, I mean,
but they nerfed blue cards AP scaling most recently.
Oh, and I guess they're all pretty much the same, right?
In any case here, what was a commanding lead for LA Tech Bulldogs has turned into a bit of a lead here for Nebraska Esports.
Yeah, and this is where we have to start asking the question, who has the better scaling? Because it's getting pretty even. We're nearing 20 minutes. The stacks are occurring on the stacking champions.
Oh, yeah, let me go ahead and give us a stack check here. We have 128 stacks on Smolder versus 50 on the Senna.
50 is bad. It is farming Senna. It's going to be a bit worse.
Okay,
but...
Green Dragon going to be potentially a little bit of trouble. Lots of damage coming out here from Gold Card Enjoyer. Mom going to be utilized, but just not quite going to be... Oh, good hit.
Hit somebody.
It hit.
You see this a lot in even like pro play though. It isn't really known yet how that ult is meant to be used.
Yeah, one of the things I think a lot of people do is actually they use it in team fights, but they use it backwards because it comes from behind you. So you use that initial landing spot for the damage to have maximum damage come out fast.
I see. So if somebody's on you, you can just kind of kite and throw it on you backwards. I guess it's pretty dodgeable. It's quite wide, but it does come out pretty slowly.
And pretty slow. I see a lot of positioning here around this Baron. Oh hey, there's this Clutch FG guy in the chat. What do you think about that?
Oh no. That guy owes me some schmeckles. That's all I'm gonna say.
Don't pay attention to the fact that when you're using replay files, all of your stuff gets resized, so it's just not quite right. We're ignoring that for now.
I don't think it looks that bad.
It doesn't look that bad. I do want to resize the map. I'm just worried I'd have to resize it every game, and that would just kind of... No one wants to watch me resize the map. Boldrum's going to be in a little bit of trouble, but the minion dies before the second auto can get off.
Got a flank on a flank here.
Ooh, okay, Senna coming up. Oh, beautiful W from Fluffster, but Command Shockwave is going to be devastating for the side of Nebraska Esports. Fluffster going on through Cheza, going to do damage as well, but without Gold Card Enjoyer, you simply cannot respond to that play. Really well done from LA Tech Bulldogs.
Yeah, Spectorus managing to get away from the Maokai there just long enough to cast the ultimate. And on the other end of the map, we do see that CEO of Nebraska's pushed down a turret, going to be resetting now, but at least something answered.
Yeah, ooh, okay, the counter engage from Cheza. Lots of damage going in onto Voodoo. There's 3 tanks and a Dream versus 4. They don't have any carries, but they're still doing damage. Here comes the Mom from back. It's going to land on the Spectorus and Green Dragon. They're still living for now, but the health bars are going incredibly low. Cheza going in, absolutely utilizing that Zac passive. Is going to go down. Fluffster now going to be running away, but the CEO of Nebraska here to fight. But Andreas... Oh no! Cheza gets back up! No, not quite enough. All out going to be utilized now onto Fluffster. This is a chaotic fight. Andreas got there just in time to make sure the CEO of Nebraska could not come to that fight.
Absolutely crazy timing. Just puts the zone up, and right when they needed CEO of Nebraska, unable to get in. And as you said, 3 tanks just cannot really clear off those kills.
I just realized I have you as Jackie Boy in my text.
Yeah, it's fine. I would be in that spot though, for sure.
That is true. Your birthday was relatively recently too, wasn't it?
Last weekend, yeah.
Last weekend. Wait, that's also when Jack's birthday was. You
I think we have the same birthday.
Wait, so we were talking about how it was Pickle Hater's birthday and Jack's birthday, but not how it's Mighty's birthday? Huh?
Apparently. I mean, I didn't say anything, so.
Hey, stream, should I be really, really embarrassing and sing happy birthday to Mighty on stream?
No. I'll go. I'll leave.
Chat, what do you think, chat?
You lose a co-caster right away.
Hey, maybe someone named Buggleberry Finn wants to hop into the call and sing with me?
I'll accept that. I will accept that. If we can make Buggle get on cast and sing happy birthday to me, I'll sit here through it.
Alright, you heard it here first, Buggle. Alright, we're going to see a twisting advance going to be utilized, but they're going to launch up. Ooh, into the backline. A huge engage from the side of Nebraska. And they absolutely demolish the carries. Exactly what we talked about in draft. Now TF looking for the stragglers, not going to let Spectorus get away. And it is a disaster for the Bulldogs.
Andreas is taking so long to go down, but no damage on his side is going to mean he will eventually fall.
Yeah, and that is just what you were saying again, where Chazza and Malice just go for the backline. You just go for Boldrin and Voodoo. If you can get onto them, the fight is won.
Yeah, and this is always the problem with these Senna comps. This is why so often you'll see like Seraphine or something accompanying the Senna, because you need some sort of heal to protect that vulnerable backliner. You can get so much damage out of it, but you have a Malphite and a Zac diving, there isn't a whole lot the Senna can do. And the same thing goes for Orianna, but to a lesser extent. I think Ori has a little bit more self-heal.
For sure. Yeah. Well, will be interesting to see how this goes from here out. Senna doing the build that I've been seeing Senna's do lately that's very annoying, where you build the Yomu's Ghostblade and Collector to pretty much lethality. Just building LDR next, I believe. Good choice in all of these tanks.
I've been experimenting with some Senna builds. I don't really play the champion much, but you know, as well. And I need to experiment more with this Yomu's, because it is the most common item. I just think that oh my.
Hang on, I definitely did not accidentally pull on my mouse cable with my toe. Definitely not.
Yeah, I think that the Edge of Night is really good, because when you're in these positions where you get dove, you have that ability to kind of negate 1 CC as you're trying to get away. Uh-oh.
Okay, Fluffer is going to be in a little bit of a sticky situation.
That's a great find.
They can look to start up the Spare in 4v5.
Yeah, they've got to be very careful though, because that's just one element of that dive.
Yeah, but
critically though, CEO of Nebraska isn't here.
Exactly, and I think they may have seen him on a wave, so I think they might know that.
Yeah, this is a big misposition. I think they might just be able to finish this.
Zach might look for the steal here. He's going to slingshot into the pit. We're going to have to see what happens. Red team manages to secure it. Gold card is able to be found onto Voodoo, but taken out by Andreas. And now Chezza's going to be taking so much damage, but is able to find over the back of the pit onto Voodoo again. Malice looking to assist. CEO of Nebraska finally finds his way here, but it's going to get knocked back into the team. Gold card Enjoyer must just look on as his beef boys fall to the meat grinder of the Bulldogs.
Now we've got a game. These team fights, it's just one team wins, and then the next one not so much. Is back and forth.
I mean, it goes to show the importance of just skirmishing, how you skirmish, setup, like what all is happening when the fight first starts out. It seems like whoever gets to like have these fights happen on their terms is the one who's winning.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think another thing that we've got to look for now that we're getting into the later game, 27 minutes in, we've got these scaling ADCs starting to get those item completions and starting to get those stack breakpoints. So Senna is going to have longer range, is going to be able to play from further back.
84 stacks.
Yeah, and that's, I think, 80 range from 84 stacks. So, you know, the longer this goes, the more those stacks build up, the better Senna is going to be at kind of staying away from those engages. But the same thing is true for the Smolder. As Smolder hits that final breakpoint, those executes can come through, and the damage really ramps up.
Yep. Buffer gonna be going forward here. Not too much could be found. Oriana is punishing on the bot wave. We have actually seen, I think, the late tech Bulldogs do a pretty good job. Ooh, Oriana might be in a little bit of trouble. Forced to flash out. But now here comes Chaz. It is going to be found. TF coming through with the gold card that he enjoys oh so much. Trades it for the shockwave. But meanwhile, a counter engage in the mid lane means the mid turret's going to fall. They do so much turret damage with all these grubs. And now they find themselves 4v2 under turret. Assault and battery used underneath the turret. So much confidence here. And they're going to go on a killing spree. Now Fluffster is going to be the only one left. Instead of ult will be dodged. But at what cost? Malice is here as well to try and help, to try and do the damage. Use TP to get there from the bot lane. Chaz perhaps looking for the counter engage. His gold card enjoyer is here now.
Huge.
Okay, is going to find it onto the jungler. But Voodoo is able to front to back so far. They're not able to find their way onto the Senna. Okay. We'll find a little bit of knockback. Flash forward is going to be found, but a Q charge from over the wall, and the knockback from Andreas is going to buy the distance. Malas looking to go in on the Senna, but they just cannot get through the front line of the beef boys for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, and Andreas just holding the line so well. They got on top of the Senna, but critically the damage is missing from Smolder, who did go down. Really nice engage against Victorious, playing so well in these fights. Managing to find that pick there, really holding down the fort alongside Andreas. I think those two just kind of the dynamic duo of the front line right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Really interesting, actually, vibe build here. Going that Sterix Gauge first for the more tankiness, and then going Cleaver second. Cleaver recently buffed. So it's very interesting. It's different from what you'd see recommended on like U.GG. I'm pretty sure they recommend Sundered Sky. First item here for Vi, but yeah. They're going to go ahead and prevent Soul here. They're going to have themselves that 4,000 gold lead that they had earlier in the game back. And I'm not sure what else Vi is building, but it might be a Kanik Rookery.
Yeah, I think we'd like to see that as well, because a lot of damage out of Smolder as well is going to be magic. But just 4 out of 5 members of this Nebraska team do magic damage. So, it's going to be very useful. Yeah. We'll see. I think normally we see that Spear of Shojin with this like AP style Smolder, but it is going to be pretty much crit from here on out, I would think.
I think he might be building Shojin next after Navori.
Okay. I don't know if people normally go Navori if they're going Shojin, but I really don't know that much about Smolder. He's pretty new.
For those of you who are just now joining us, instead of predictions, since this is a series that was played in the past, we're doing coin flips. So if you want to be a degenerate gambler, you can do that.
Yep, it's literally just flipping a coin though, nothing to do with the series, since obviously all of the results have been posted. So please don't spoil anything in the chat. There are some people, myself included, who are unaware of the outcome.
We're trying to keep that magic alive. And I've just gaslit myself into believing that I don't know the outcome, even though I have to know the outcome.
So I actually saw it, and I just don't remember what it was.
Nice. See, that's when you want to have a bad memory, Chad. Gaslight yourself. Reread the same book and just forget the ending, you know?
Yeah. Second time's better, I promise.
Oh my god, Voodoo does damage.
That was a lot.
That's
that rapid fire cannon proc, it really hurts.
Oh, that's a rough one there.
Yeah, we'll see a lot of damage actually being built on Oriana as well, in the form of that burst with the, what is the thing called? The lightning strike after? Yeah, that guy.
Surge. Yeah. I also think it's funny that they turned Ludens just into a gun.
I like it. It gives like a ton of CDR. It's super cheap too compared to like other premium AP items. I build it on support all the time.
I'm not allowed to play AP champs, so
that makes sense. Well, your go-to would be like Nunu or something, right? Like,
oh god. I wish. I miss Nunu.
Yeah.
Don't really play him anymore. I mean, totally play Nunu. Ban it against me. You won't. Anyway, they're gonna go ahead and take this turret. This is that I mean, they're being impressive by moving together, but also just having those 6 grubs mean these neutrals are falling so fast. They're going to find them countered. Spectrus not going to be able to find the Q, and will be able to find the Assault and Battery. However, the gold card is quite excellent. Ult into the backline. They're able to find the Senna. This looks disastrous for Nebraska Esports. One's going to be dead. Oh, goes forward, but the execute's going to be found. Smolder has hit those stack spots. CEO of Nebraska, but CEO of Nebraska goes incredibly low. Able to find one more. Andreas going to be the sole one left alive. And that is a huge fight win for the side of Nebraska.
And Nebraska really just clamping down on that back line. They find the engage again. And we saw Gold Card Enjoyer kind of heroically saving CEO of Nebraska from that Vi in the initial onset of the fight.
Yeah.
I think made a huge difference because there was just so much damage that they were able to preserve. We've seen so many times in this game, those 3 tanks just mauling somebody without ever being able to kill them. And if you can keep your Smolder alive, even though they don't stay alive through the whole fight, that is going to make a huge difference in the damage dealt. EP a little bit late here from Baldron. Quite going to be able to secure anything.
Yeah.
It will be on the map. And that's going to mean pushing lanes set up for this dragon. Once again, can they deny the soul?
TF with Gold Card and Baron is going to be very hard to deal with because the TF can push a lane while Dragon's starting. And they denied the Chemtech Soul last time, but we find ourselves yet again with the gold being dead even. Anyway, we could shrink down the map a little. We can. I just don't want to pause the game to shrink the map, and I don't want people not to be able to see while I'm shrinking the map. So I'll set it up so that next game the map is shrunk. That's my deal with you. But for now, we're vibing.
I don't think it matters, guys. No one looked at the map.
Smolder ult
yourselves.
Gonna be utilized here. Get a little bit of poke damage out. We just have to see another fight.
Yeah, Malphite is still top. Does have the TP available, but I really don't like this just because it is such a huge part of the engage, and they are going to use the TP right away. I love to see it.
Yeah, TP being used early. TF ult being used for vision.
That's so good, and they get full position on this. They have Maokai, so they can just kind of screen away. No Maokai ult used yet.
Yep, gonna take it, but Fluffster is gonna get rooted. Gonna use the Twisting Advance to counter engage. Now they're gonna jump into the back line, but a good command Shockwave's gonna actually stop some of them. Gold Card Enjoyer finds the flank of the back line. Voodoo Dude being chased down by Malice. But now, Andreas beef boying it up. Good damage being found on Gold Card Enjoyer with Spectrus. Andreas taking damage. Andreas is gonna go down. Gold Card Enjoyer pulls the red card out and takes him out as I yet again. Oh my god. We're good, nothing happened, And I need to not put my foot there. Jeez. Okay.
Where are we going?
I don't normally have that issue. Oh my god. Yeah. Anyway, Spectre is actually gonna go back in, try and hold this wave.
Yeah, and they do have respawn timers. I think the most they lose here is an inhibitor. Spectre is not really going to die against these 3, but also can't kill them.
Yeah. And 3K now is going to be the gold lead, along with that Dragon Soul going to be picked up for the side of Nebraska Esports. And I'm starting to think I may have been wrong. Oh my god, that tower damage.
Yeah.
Very high, but lots of damage going over. Command Shockwave going to be available again for Malice.
Yeah.
Gonna be bonked back into turret. Just hit the turret. Yeah, turret will fall. Trade the mountain for the structure.
The most oddly satisfying thing I've ever seen was the 3 tanks just like taking turns hitting that inhibitor. I don't know why, but I really enjoyed that. They're just kind of gently whomping it, you know? We see the next objective coming up is going to be this Baron, but we've got a few minutes.
Yeah.
So at this point, we're going to see people go to the different lanes. They're going to farm up. How many stacks are we at?
Good question. Senna stacks are at 122. Smolder stacks,
pretty good.
304.
122 is really, I think, an important breakpoint because you're over 100 range on the Senna, like bonus range. So it is going to be a lot harder to find those picks on this side with the RFC.
Thank you so much, Little Robot Man. Guys, in case you didn't know, LeChance licks toes.
Big. True.
Big and true.
Big and true. Now the Smolder, I don't really know how much more Smolder gets from like the further stacking in the game. I think they've already hit the major breakpoints, so I think Senna will get more out of the stacking.
Okay, Spectrus might be in a little bit of trouble here. Jezza looking to go in, but Spectre is very, very tanky to the AP forward damage.
Yeah, and I think we need to see a front-to-back team fight for either one of these teams. Whoever executes onto a carry first is going to be the victor.
Yeah, and it's probably going to come down to whoever wins this next fight here. Baron coming up in a minute.
But they do seem to be down. They are looking. Yep, walking to the side lane. I kind of like to see it, but can we see a decisive engage here? They're going to look for the TF instead.
Who's going to pull off the TF?
He's aware. Yep. And TF can always just ulti.
Twisting Advance going to be utilized. TF is going to look to ult. Is he going to get CC'd in time? No, he's not. So that's going to be a 3 versus 5 in the mid lane. Senna taking quite a bit of damage as they march forward here. But Vi's coming back. Malphite ulting forward. Not going to be able to hit the Senna. Green Dragon still going to be quite healthy for now. Malice ulted back into the turret. Oh, CEO of Nebraska is going to take one down as this Dragon Fire is raining. Assault and Battery going to be utilized onto the back line there. Oh my god! A huge shockwave comes out from Buldrum and flips the fight on its head. Buldrum rescues the fight for the LA Tech Bulldogs and maybe just wins the game.
That was gigantic. That was a 4-man, absolutely huge, knocking out. Even the tanks got just zeroed out by that.
That is, I guess that's the power of building Orianna for full burst.
Yeah. Kind of insane. Not even a lot of Magic Pen built yet. But I guess there's not that much resists either. And, wow. They are going to pick up this Baron. No one alive to stop them. What is next?
Yeah, next.
They have time. They can rotate down. Dragon is spawning in a minute. It is the Elder Dragon.
I think there's no question that when we go to MVP voting, just for that shockwave, Buldrum needs to be considered. Yeah.
Yeah, a hard agree. I honestly, in the early game, I was thinking Andreas was really pulling a lot of weight. Spectorus as well. But that's just such a huge fight. They lose the game if that doesn't happen.
Yeah. Absolutely. It's very critical, but almost as critical as this Elder Dragon fight that is about to commence.
Yeah.
Andreas
They're in a weird spot.
We engaged on, but quite tanky that man is.
Yeah, it's just so hard to... I mean, and I'm scared if I'm Cluster there because you can get taken away by the Cassante in no time at all.
Just a little bit of Dragon Abduction as a treat.
Yeah, good positioning so far here. CEO of Nebraska, kind of far forward, but able to get away from these engages pretty well. Slippery little dragon that guy is. They are going to try to reposition up toward the mid lane.
Yeah, Orianna's just going to say, hey, I've got a wave here.
Yeah, or he does have TP, able to reposition in a pinch if needed.
Also coming to flank, Twisting Advance is going to be utilized here. Jazza going to the back line, but not quite able to find the carries. Huge damage is going to go through, and Voodoo is going to be down for the shutdown. However, here's Buldrum. Can they save it again? Pretty good shockwave, but not doing quite as much damage as last time. However, Goldcard Enjoyer has been isolated on the other side of the fight. Goldcard Enjoyer not quite going to be taken down just yet. Andreas going forward. Andreas going to go forward and get the double kill. Malas looking for the damage onto Green Dragon 2001. But the other big beef boys are not going to let him find it. They're not going to let him blast cone, and Malice is going to be forced to flash away. Now, it is really just tanks versus tanks, except for Buldrum was able to get out and reset.
We'll see if the TP comes through, going to clear that topside wave. This is not really going anywhere quickly.
This is a top lane noodle fight in extended form. We are seeing Spectorus and Andreas constantly heal, as are Cheza, Malice, and the Fluffster. Just all wailing on each other.
The mid lane TP.
They're going for the back door. They're going to stop the bases. They're saying, hey, we know this is a noodle fight, but it's our noodle fight, and the recalls have to come through. Can Spectoris stop them? It looks like Spectoris is just going to look to go forward.
Spectoris is doing red!
Spectoris is doing red! Elder's going to be started! But this...
What is going on?
Okay.
These guys do Elder about as slow as...
CO of Nebraska is alive again. Gold Card Enjoyer has TP went up. Spectoris going forward into the pit. Here comes the teleport out from the other side. That's going to be TF. In the middle of the pit, however, Assault and Battery is going to be utilized. Gold Card Enjoyer taking a lot of damage. He's going to be forced to go golden. Here comes Mom from over the side. Spectoris looking to do damage. They're going to be able to find Gold Card Enjoyer. Fluster now going incredibly low on the other side. And it looks like... Oh, a big mouth idol comes over. It's not over yet. Voodoo incredibly low. Voodoo's going to be taken out. But now CEO of Nebraska is available. Spectoris just surviving with a sliver of HP.
There's only one jungler
who has
in the pit
smite.
now?
Spectoris has smite, but is the... Oh my god! The absolute deletion! But the Elder Dragon goes over to the red side!
There's no one alive. It's only on Malphite.
No. There's... What do you mean? It's on Cheza, right? And Nebraska? Oh, no, you mean the Elder. Yes. I think the Elder is only on Alistar.
Yeah. I don't think they can hold him.
They're gonna go... I don't know, because if the executes on them, that's all that matters!
He doesn't!
Oh no. The dragon falls to the dragon's breath.
Another one! Dude, the support's going crazy!
Dude, Green Dragon is showing off his name in style. He's saying,
what is going on?
I might be a cow, but I will kill you.
I don't even understand. There were 2 junglers in that dragon pit for, I think, a minute and a half. The dragon just wasn't even low. It was all tanks all the time.
I want someone to go back with a stopwatch and time how long that tank v tank skirmish in the jungle was. That went on.
Really ended.
It's still going to
like
this day.
5 minutes long. Like,
yeah.
That's ludicrous. Voodoo ran from base as fast as they possibly could to get to this fight. Instantly dead to Malphite.
This is not live
Immediate Malphite ult.
Makes this series was played on Friday. Spectator client is still bugged, so we can do replay files, which for me has the advantage of as a West Coast caster, I can take games like this that were played earlier in the day and stream them now when I'm actually available.
Yep. You're gonna see there's a bit of grouping going on.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Spectoris wants blood. Spectoris. Here comes Mom Cheza going in, looking for the backside, but Boldrum not quite going to be found. TF Ultimate could utilize a huge shockwave, finds a good chunk of damage. CEO of Nebraska pretty low, and that Elder buff is still going to be burning. Green Dragon looking for the kill, but it's not quite going to be fine. Cheza is going to be the next one to find the cow's embrace.
There it is.
And that might just be the Elder Drake on Green Dragon for the win?
The carries are alive. Malphite is still here to frontline.
But they do so much damage to turrets, and Voodoo is an artillery cannon.
Yeah, this
Spectoris going to go forward. Stasis going to be utilized here, but All Out going to be utilized onto Gold Card Enjoyer. CEO of Nebraska does have the Guardian Angel, but the Nexus is bare, and they do so much damage to structures. Holy cow!
That game delivers. Let me tell you what. That was really something else.
Holy cow.
How do we give an MVP in this? Like,
okay, for that game?
Yeah. Everyone on both teams was kind of nutty. Like, the cow was executing people by the end of the game.
Yeah, that's hard.
What do we say about this? Like, there were clutch Malphite ults, clutch Ori ults, like the carries were all doing tons of damage. It's wild.
I'm speechless by that game one. For both teams.
Games 2 can't top that, right? Like,
thank you, one, for sending that to me. Oh my god. Oh my god. But so okay, for this coin flip, I want some community feedback here, all right? Do we want to do the coin flip again before the draft, or do we want to do coin flip after the draft? Like do coin flip after the game, as if we were like Schmeckel betting, you know?
Oh, okay. I kind of like it better at the end, actually, now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm cooking. Now let me just make sure. Let's see here.
Because then the payout will come at the normal time, right?
Right.
After. We got an after. We could pull it.
Yeah. I'm just looking here for. I want to make sure I've got the team sides right for who is which side game 2.
So they switched. It's
They did switch?
yeah, it's Louisiana Tech Bulldogs blue and Nebraska will be red.
Then this is going to be your game 2 draft. I switch everything around here. Do you have the game 2 draft link? Or do I need to send that to you?
Yeah, I've got it. I got it.
Cool.
I see some interesting things already here.
Talk me through it.
First of all, do we want to open up that Schmeckel bet and then just flip at the end?
Yeah.
Like open it at the start like we do normally? All right, so the first interesting thing I'm seeing here is there is a shift of like a power pick. We can see the Smolder first pick for Louisiana Tech Bulldogs taken away. And I think that's kind of big because even though they won the first game, the Smolder is like kind of that scaling counterpart to the Senna that we saw.
Mm-hmm.
So they're kind of keeping the same theme while also taking a pick away, right? Interestingly, the Senna was neither picked nor banned in this game, though.
Wait, so this means that LA Tech opted into both the Casante and the Smolder, right?
Yes.
Interesting. So they're kind of saying we're gonna take those. We'll take them. They look good.
Well, I think they had the Casante game one, no?
Oh yeah, they did. That's right.
So they're taking away the Smolder, which I like it. I'm not sure. I'm just not sure about the character yet, but they also paired it with a Rakan, which I think is like I normally think Smolder needs a little help as far as like peel. Rakan can kind of do both though. He can kind of be in and out.
Interesting. Well, as we've got our Schmeckel bet going, I'm looking at these compositions. I really like Nebraska Esports comp here. Good mixed damage. It's very pick focused. However, I do see Jarvan Ziggs, and I think Jarvan Ziggs plus Smolder ult plus Smolder W sounds like a lot of damage that's hard to dodge.
It's a gigantic wombo. The Poppy on the other side definitely does a good job of mitigating a lot of those engaged sources, though. And then there's this like the elephant in the room, right? There's a Pantheon support.
True.
I don't know how that's going to work out. I have seen it. It is at times formidable, but it is, I think, very situational. I think a good situation for it is when there is a vulnerable backline character like the Smolder, though. So definitely happy to see that.
Okay. I'm going to be changing some sizing on everything. So just bear with me.
That's much better, yeah.
Well, I'm doing this off screen so we can still talk about craft things.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know you're gonna like the Viego pick. That's definitely a fun jungler to watch. And I think it pairs pretty well with the rest of the things that Nebraska's putting together here. They've got the RA to kind of look for those picks. They have a very like find an angle and go kind of comp. They've got the Pantheon ult and the Kaisa ult to kind of follow in on anything that Viego or RA can pick up. Definitely a lot of pick potential with this draft. There are vulnerable targets on the side of Louisiana Tech Bulldogs. So see if they can find those angles, kind of get the kills. I think CEO of Nebraska is going to have an opportunity to play a little more aggressively this game. We saw a lot of those smolder maneuvers that kind of, it's not the kind of champion that can fly in there and just kill somebody, you know? But CEO of Nebraska was willing to make those looks. I think Kaisa going to fit that playstyle a little bit better.
True, a little bit more aggressive, comes online perhaps a little bit earlier. Hi, Barty. How's it going? I'm making myself a waffle here. I just want to make more waffles.
Like it.
We need to get more schmeckles into the hands of people who are willing to buy waffles. That's my platform.
I think Praetorian's probably just hoarding them all at this point.
Yeah, I think so.
And never buys waffles, which is like kind of shameful.
Well, are you ready to get into game 2?
I'm so ready.
Let's get it done.
Another thing I like here, Aldrin is on another like gigantic ulti champion. So we're gonna see these wombos come together with the Rakan engage and the Jarvan, and I want to see Boulder get another 4-man.
I didn't quite get the map size right. Hang on.
Supposed to be 20.
To Summoner's Rift.
I think so. We'll do 21.
You see an invade here.
Yeah, they are going to be going ahead and invading here. Green Dragon will spot it ahead of time.
Good job on the hold there, able to drop a ward down too. It doesn't actually stick, but they are aware kind of what's going on.
Yeah. And after that game 1, I'm so excited to see how this game 2 goes. I cannot imagine a more back and forth game 1.
No, they're gonna have a hard time topping that. I think it's very strange to me that so many things changed about Nebraska's draft. They have they had TF available again, and I thought it went really well in the first game. They opted into the Ari, right? They had a lot of the same elements available and just totally switched it up. It is a bold maneuver.
Gold card enjoyer not able to pull gold cards unless they gave Ari a change that I'm really unaware of.
We'll see.
What if they just made an item that let you pull TF cards?
I think it would be really funny if, not in like regular League, but in one of those custom game modes like Earth or something, they gave you an item that just like was consumable and spawned a random ability.
I was more
it could
thinking
be an ultimate, like it could be whatever.
Just literally an item that lets you activate TFW, except TF can also build it, but when he activates W, it activates 2 separate instances of W on different randomized timers. So you'll get a combination of cards and you're not sure what.
Yeah, and you don't really know which one you're going to throw first. I like it.
I think that would be very fun. Be quite
I mean,
humorous.
they could do that as like a like, because the champion specific stuff like that, they usually just replace a trinket with, right?
Yeah, true. In any case, Malas is doing a really good job poking out with Sante here, yeah.
Yeah, and Cassante is pretty scary still on low HP, but...
lots of damage, and a beautiful W is going to ground him, but Malas just not wanting to push it that much further. Gold card enjoyer trying to do the damage, but it's going to be taking a beating here from Baldrum.
Yeah, absolutely crazy Ziggs play so far. And that's going to start to translate into maybe Goldhard has to back and reset with TP.
Mayhaps.
Both junglers kind of just farming. They're on about the same pace. Diego obviously a little faster.
CEO of Nebraska takes so much damage from Voodoo there.
Yeah, Voodoo gonna be pretty far forward here though. They don't see Cheza.
Cheza is gonna be available. Flash forward from Fluffster, but Clen's gonna use a beautiful W from Cheza, but there's just too many movement tools here for the side of Voodoo. Ooh, yeah, Exhaust now gonna go on with Fluffster. Might be in trouble. Flag and drag. Oh, not quite able to find the flag drag flash. Fluster's gonna stun. They're gonna go forward. Green Dragon's gonna stun. Take one more turret. First blood. Get the reset. Flash away. Cheza gets taken down by a flag. No drag.
Yeah, and kind of hairy there. I think first blood going over to the Nebraska side. Did go on to Fluster though, right?
Yeah.
You know, you could argue which is better. I'm pretty afraid of a Fed Pantheon, even if you support.
Oh yeah. That's nightmare fuel right there. And Fluster has shown themselves to be quite the proactive player as well.
Yeah. Big changes though to the draft. I mean, last game it was Maokai, so totally different vibe going on here.
Yeah, very
You
different.
see
play
Kaisa
style.
started here. That's very strange. I don't think a lot of people do that these days.
Yeah, that is interesting. I don't know. It could just be, you know, builds from a bygone era, or maybe they're cooking.
Wait, there's a Amptone. Is this just straight up AP Kaisa?
Maybe.
It's interesting. Honestly, there are a lot of options with Kaisa builds, so I won't knock it at all. But...
Yeah, Kaisa can kind of just go to the garage sale, pick up whatever does damage, and it'll usually go okay. As long as you're getting your evolves. Ooh, lots of damage going down here onto Baldrum. Flash away, but now we're going to go back up to the top lane, back up to the mid lane. We're going to see Green Dragon coming in. Spectamer Camera really believes in both of these players.
Yep, it's unsure who's gonna die first. I like that Andreas is going back in. We already saw very nearly a solo kill earlier, and DP advantage is to Malice at this point.
Spectorus available here though, and no mana for Malice. That means that W that is so good at stopping Jarvan. Not going to do too much. Flash over the wall trying to escape, but there's just a little bit too much tools available for Andreas 417.
Super well-timed gank there as well. Spectorus, we have seen all game one that this is the dynamic duo of the front line for Louisiana Tech Bulldogs.
Honestly, unsung hero game one, Spectorus.
100%. And really good at the objective secures as well, contributing a lot.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to see ourselves with a 1k gold lead here for the side of the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs. However, if last game is any indication, these two teams are going to play yo-yo with that line.
Yeah, there was a huge advantage in the early game, and then it just like
It
turned
was
completely.
4k, then it was 2k, then it was 4k for the other side, then it was 4k for the other side. That's one of those gold graphs that's just fun to go back and look at.
Yeah.
Bluffs are getting
taking
quite
so
low.
much.
Yeah. Great minds.
The wave state as well, they really could just back away here. See, the Jarvan is behind them, but he is spotted on the ward.
Old Card Enjoyer playing aggressively on this wave. Oh my god! Oh my god!
Under the turret, they could find it.
The view damage knock-up, not quite going to be able to be found. Flag and Dragon going to go over the wall. Ultimate going to be used. That's going to find one. But Voodoo's the one taking it. That's going to be one turret shot too many. A double kill for the trade kill.
Yeah, and that's exactly where you want these double kills to be going.
Okay, we're going to see Unstoppable. All Out going to be utilized. Slow going to be immuned as well. Really, really nice. Andreas on the mechanics.
Yeah, and that's a difficult one to get out of with the Poppy there.
Yeah.
They weren't able to chain those CCs, and Slippery Cassante finds his way out.
Mid lane has to be careful here. The three-man gank coming in. You might have Chesa coming down, but it's probably not going to be enough. Oh, beautiful charm, though. Flag and Drag is going to land in any case. But Flash out of the ultimate. Gold Card Enjoyer is going to be able to be living. And now Chesa can look for the leash. That Flag and Drag is going to be available. And this is a disaster. It's going to be utilized because Viego's doing the Viego thing.
It's just a Viego thing. Absolutely crazy, and a beautiful outplay from Gold Card Enjoyer there.
Gold Card Enjoyer. Oh my god. The charm to cancel the recon ability into the flash out of the Jarvan ultimate. Mwah.
I got a little worried too when we saw that the ulti charges weren't being used immediately, but that kind of baited Spectorus under the turret, and that flash timing to get out of the Cataclysm absolutely masterful.
Yeah.
Meant it was the easiest skill for Cheza of all time to find that escaping Jarvan on the back end.
Really, really beautiful play here from Gold Card Enjoyer. I'm thinking, I kind of already have my MVP ballot, like, picked out. Ooh, that's a chunk of damage.
This is a hard thing, though. 'Cause you're going to see later in the game, somebody else is going to do something absolutely insane.
Nah,
And how do you pick?
It's Boldrin, Green Dragon 2001, Spectorus, and Gold Card Enjoyer. That's my ballot.
I mean, I'm with that, but I think Andreas needs to be on there.
Okay, we're going to see a little bit of a fight. Sorry, I agree with you, and that angers me. A little bit of a jungler fight here as the grubs are going to spawn. Both backed up by their mid laners. However, Andreas is going to be able to come down here first. Boldron just going to be bullying Cheza.
Yeah, there's a fight of brewing up there, though. Victorus is very low.
Cheza looking. Maybe over the wall. Can use that Heartbreaker. Come on over. Gold Card Enjoyer finds a really, really nice stun. Tons of damage going down onto Andreas. Andreas is surely going to fall here. Cheza looking on the back line, trying to do damage. Baldrun now going to be the focus here. Charm will land. Malice making sure they can't W themselves out just yet. And a double kill for Gold Card Enjoyer.
Gold Card Enjoyer is playing so well.
Maybe this is why they pulled him off the TF, because his Ahri looks crazy.
Really good, yeah. And so much damage onto the Cassante, who's so far only built armor.
Flash forward, Fluffster able to find it. Getting CEO of Nebraska in there, but Voodoo a really heads-up play with the response, and the CEO of Nebraska now is going to find the turns tabled onto them as Green Dragon 2001 has the health bar to keep this onslaught going. Meanwhile, Spectorus has been found by Gold Card Enjoyer, but Gold Card Enjoyer doesn't have any mana. Oh, but the Flag and Drag! No!
Absolutely brutal.
Didn't see the Aryan River there. Oh, that's Andreas, I see.
Yeah, but a good find there again from Gold Card. And gonna be able to just balloon that lead up.
It's so weird hearing someone called something card and it not being my mid laner.
Hey man, it's a competition, okay? You gotta let him know.
I'll let him know. Yeah.
There's a new best TF in town. And he plays Ahri.
Yeah. Alright. Andreas and Malice just gonna be doing a little bit of the old top lane fist. Ooh, was that immune from vision? Is that why the ultimate didn't go off here? Malice doing tons of damage here onto Andreas. Unstoppable finally gonna be able to be utilized, but is it going to be enough?
Well, the damage is kind of coming back, though. Andreas putting out so much.
Ghost now going to be utilized. Knock back.
Is too much.
Okay,
yeah,
Cheza now going to be able to find a little bit of stun onto Spectorus. Nice W there from the AP Kaisa. Will assist with that.
Just ludicrous the amount of fighting that is going on in this series.
Oh my god. Yeah. It's a lot of tussling, but it's a lot of good tussling. I like it.
It's amazing. I mean, these guys, they just keep going at it. They are unafraid. They don't care what the gold's at. They probably don't even know what the gold's at. They're just like, I feel good. I'm going in.
I'm not afraid. It's like Nebraska will be bullied a little bit off of this Drake. They're trying to get the priority for. Zig's ult.
Is doing so much damage.
Yeah, I don't know what's different, because it felt like Nebraska wasn't quite doing as much with the maybe number of points in the ability.
Yeah, I think like that's probably it too, because I know the strat it does like in order to get the minion kills, because the whole point is you set up the wave to stack your Q much earlier because you put points in. I think it's the W. I don't know if it's the E, and you have the Dorans, right? So you can just get everything in the back line low enough to 1Q it, right? And you get your stacking rolling a lot faster that way.
Yeah. In any case,
so
gold now even. Going back to the point of gold lead will not stay when it's these two teams playing.
Yep. We have seen it time and time again, and here we are again.
Ahri, how does Malignance work with Ahri? Does she actually get pools? Or is it more just like for the CDR?
I think it's for the CDR. She will get pools, but they're not going to be very big, because I learned today actually that The pool's size is based on the damage that the ultimate does.
Hang on. Cheza coming in here for the top lane. Malice is going to flash, but the Unstoppables are so much. And Spectorus now is going to be available for the counterplay. However, into Poppy, it's a little bit hard to be a Jarvan. Why smash you into your own Cataclysm?
Yeah, they're being very respectful there, and I like that call.
Herald now going to be available. Cheza looking for it, but will be on Vision. You have the mid prio from Gold Card Enjoyer. However, TP coming back. It's just nonstop.
Yeah, there is a lot going on around the map. We are going to see Voodoo just posturing forward on every wave, which I wouldn't be doing against the Pantheon. But they are braver than I. And they're going to be able to put some pressure on this turret. I don't know how much more chip they're going to get off of it before we'll get wise and maybe start looking to gank here. Dragon spawn will be in 3 more minutes, so they've got some time there.
Yeah, Neutral's not up for a while. It's going to be a little bit of a farm fest for a bit. Props to Cheza for, while being this impactful on the map, also having a 20 farm lead in the jungle.
Yep.
Oh my god.
And I think a big part of that is that Spectorus has been kind of responding in kind. Very, very active on the map. Just not getting quite as much reward.
Still fascinating.
Here's our first Pantheon roam of the game, I think, as Fluffster is just going to pick up this word. Still looking at mid, though.
Meanwhile, Voodoo just going to be pushing into turret, using those Void Grubs. And looks like that is just going to be first turret here for the side of the LA Tech Bulldogs. Now we're going to see a little Diego versus Cassante action with Ziggs bombs included on top, all out over the wall, and the bomb finds him. Good and done. However, Boldrum dies for their transgressions against the Shadow Isles. Good charm from Gold Card Enjoyer, but now the engage from Green Dragon. Andreas looking for the backline. Cataclysm's going to utilize Flash. Not available this time. However, charge through the wall. Wait, Gold Card Enjoyer is still alive. Actually, Flash was available. I'm exactly wrong. Spectorus flag and drag away. Gold Card Enjoyer. Gold Card Enjoyer.
That's so crazy. Okay, and the damage coming out, I mean, I wasn't expecting that much. But Gold Card Enjoyer has so much damage right now. And just absolutely nukes through Andreas and Spectorus there.
Okay, over the wall, but not quite going to be enough Voodoo. Looking for the damage. You need to pick up the... Oh, they stole it!
Ooh, great play.
Oh my god. I didn't realize because it's going to be the big flash on screen. This has been killed. And just look at Gold Card Enjoyer here. 5-0-2, 6,600 gold in the pocket. I mean, I'm starting to think, why do they even pick TF in game 1?
Yeah, definitely. And the TF looked good, but...
Heartbreaker going to be utilized on the Green Dragon here as W as well, but Rakan is a slippery foe. Dragon's going to be up in 50 seconds.
Yeah, and it is just AP Kaisa, by the way. We already see the Ludens picked up. We're going straight into a Blighting Jewel.
I guess when you've got Pantheon support and a Diego jungle, go for it.
Enough AD.
Yeah.
Kaisa is such a versatile champion. I think it's quite kind of strange not to see the Nashers. Ooh, CEO of Nebraska narrowly gets away from that one.
It's a quick little dip and dodge.
I don't think that they would have died necessarily, but it would have chunked them pretty hard.
I want to see one of these Kaisa W's hit. I want to see what CEO of Nebraska is cooking.
We already do see a little bit of MR being picked up across the board here, but mostly just Jarvan's. This side, really not much to speak of.
Just getting a little noodle fight while the Drake's going to be started up on the other side of the map. But listen, I've not trusted directed camera before, and that was a mistake. So,
Indeed.
Ziggs ult going to be utilized, just going to find a little bit of poke damage on here on the Fluffster, but the utilization of that Stolen Herald, and now Cheza's going to be found out. Fluffsters is going to be the next flag and drag over the wall, and it is just the LA Tech Bulldogs eviscerating Nebraska Esports.
They're even winning the top fight, as Alice is just going to go down to the Cassante once again.
Cassante did Cassante things, and I think critically, Gold Card Enjoyer wasn't really able to play in that fight very, very well. The rest of the team just kind of got engaged on, and it was very snap.
Yeah, it's the story of decisive engages this series. The first game was super back and forth.
Pantheon ult in the mid lane, though. Baldron's going to have to be careful. Stun up is going to be found. Lots of damage going through, and that's going to be 450 gold for Fluffster.
Yeah, good find and a little bit of an overstay for Baldron in the mid lane.
Little robot man.
They do secure the dragon.
I appreciate you. Here's your waffle.
Nice.
Delicious.
Although I am almost out of batter, and did not make as many waffles as I thought. And also, I don't have any more eggs, so...
What is the average waffle count per stream, do you think? Like 5, 6?
In terms of how many I actually end up making, I just end up cooking all the batter, because the batter, I'm not just going to keep the batter hanging around. So it usually ends up being around 8, because I usually make a double recipe. Each recipe usually makes around 4. The number of waffles actually redeemed is usually like 2 or 3.
Okay. And they are like 5k schmecks a piece. That's...
Yeah, they're pretty penny. I don't eat all of them immediately. I freeze a lot of them, but I will eat them for dinner.
Waffles for dinner. I love it. Do you do chicken and waffles? Like, do you just...
I actually last stream I did waffles. I did make fried chicken to go with it. Yeah.
I love that.
Can we get an update on smolder stacks?
We only have to track one stack.
151 smolder stacks. This has been Stack Update.
That's like 20 minutes, 150 stacks is good, I think.
I have no idea. CO of Nebraska really, really low here.
Yeah, this is a little sketchy. That is not the one you want to have being low. No TP available. They're going to have to reset. Take a minute to get back out on the map. And it looks like Louisiana Tech Bulldogs are going to capitalize on this by just going straight to the Baron.
Yeah, and Gold Card Enjoyer very far. I think it is... They're gravitating towards it, so I think they know. Also, this is a very early Baron, so it is chunking the side of the LA Tech Bulldogs quite a bit, and they will end up pulling off.
Yeah. Great at 20 minutes is a bit early.
Rio says it should be close to 2... Oh, hang on, we're going to see a little bit of check on the Green Dragon. Incredibly low, but is not quite able to get away as Gold Card Enjoyer has some little spirit orbs that rush by.
Yeah. This is still sketchy.
Yep.
Oh, wide on that ulti from Baldron, and I think that's going to spell the end of things here.
Good to get out Flash from Gold Card Enjoyer. Gold Card Enjoyer flashing in these fights to stay alive. Fluster looking to do the damage, but Fluster might get an ambulance called for them. Lots of damage coming out from the Sigs. Poppy ult just going to go ahead and be charged. That'll be up again shortly.
Yeah, I think they're going to leave happy. They got Green Dragon and get away from the fight without losing anybody. So, going to be a quick reset from both sides. No Baron take. Dragon is spawning soon. So that's probably where we're going to see these supports go after the reset. Green Dragon is going to clear a bit of this vision on the top side, though. Wisely, I think. Actually, really interesting build from the Ahri as well. We see Lich Bane second. Not what I expected.
Kind of makes sense. They're going to be autoing at all?
Yeah, I mean, I can think of a lot of items that are fine. There are a lot of items that are good that I would build. I don't know where Lich Bane fits in that. I have actually never seen that.
Rio saying best build for Ahri, so I think there's some tech that we're just not aware of.
I have no idea. I've never seen that.
If you want to hit us with that hot explanation, Lich Bane a bit OP. Yeah, okay, I'll take it. Sure. Sounds about right. We'll have to see, can Gold Card Enjoyer help their team win this straight fight, or are they going to get steamrolled by the wallets on the side of Louisiana Tech Bulldogs? It does kind of make Louisiana Tech Bulldogs' job easy. Fluffers!
Oh, no.
He's going to get a little bit caught out here. Spectrus goes in with 3-man Cataclysm. And Mom comes over the top. However, Reset is going to be able to find for Cheza. Flag and Drag going to be utilized. Now Heartbreaker going to find damage onto Voodoo. But Green Dragon able to come back.
Yeah, and the losses, Cheza being down is going to mean there's probably no contest here. But Spectorus also went down, so there are no junglers on the map.
Yeah, and I just feel like Gold Card Enjoyer isn't really able to effectively get in and play these fights.
It's so difficult, and I think a big part of it is like the decisiveness of these engages from Louisiana Tech Bulldogs. They're just getting in before the front to back is established for the side of Nebraska.
There's your waffle, low robot man. One chocolate chip waffle. Coming right on up.
You see some rotations over toward this Baron. I don't think they're really planning to start that up anytime soon.
Crypt
Andreas
Blossom.
is going to be pushing.
The next item here on the Kaisa.
Okay. That's weird.
I mean, it's supposed to be essentially the better version of Void Staff because it's got, I think, most of the pen that you need and then also helps heal your team.
Yeah. No, I don't think the item's bad. I just think, like, don't really see things that aren't Nashers this early on Kaisa. You know? There's a lot of not-Nashers items going on.
Where's the Miramana? Where's the... I mean, she might just not build AD.
Yeah, there's a lot of different ideas with Kaisa. Again, it's a very versatile champion. You know, you can get the upgrades that you want, but not having the attack speed upgrade feels really weird, right? Like, you want 2 upgrades most of the time.
Mm-hmm. In any case, we're going to see a little 4-man Death Brush coming out here from the side of Louisiana Tech Bulldogs. That will be called off. Ooh, Gold Card Enjoyer able to find quite a good chunk there onto Spectorus.
Spectorus looking a lot tankier at this point. Ooh, that almost slammed into Baldrin there from the Kaisa.
It was close.
I want to see it happen just to see how much damage it's doing. I have no idea. I feel like I've missed it. Come on, man. I just want to know.
Hit W. They're hard though.
They are hard.
They're kind of telegraphed.
It's like you could probably hit the tank for free a lot of the time, but you don't really want to. You want to see it hit.
Yeah, that's not really a good judge of how much, what the potential is.
Yeah. See though, have a good setup on the Baron here. They're just kind of waiting, biding their time. They have Andreas pushing down that bot lane. Oh, Chesa's here as well. Might start the Baron.
Cheza showing here is a big mistake. It means they're free to start the Baron on the inside. Meanwhile, Fluster's actually going to go ahead and get caught up a little bit, but Gold Card Enjoyer maybe can save him. Last gun over the wall is going to be good, and Cassante is taking a lot of damage, but Cheza also taking a lot of damage. It goes really low, but Cheza's able to get the reset.
It's went pretty well for Nebraska Esports, to be honest. Cheza is still alive. Andreas going down, so that pressure on the bot side gone. And they spent a lot of time chasing down a support on the top side, so guarding the Baron seems a little risky.
They're just starting it anyway. They're calling out. Listen, one of them's dead. Diego's on the bot side.
Not hit.
Diego coming through, though. That W lands.
Yeah, it's not. It's not really that good, is it?
Green Dragon taking a bit. Knock into the wall into Voodoo. Green Dragon going incredibly low, and now they're going to take over this Baron take, but they're also really, really low. Cheza's taking so much damage. Cheza gets taken out by the Baron Nasher.
Easy got her.
Oh no.
Here comes Pantheon.
Oh, Pantheon ulting in. TP here. CEO of Nebraska is the next to fall to the Elder buff. And now Melas going back in. Fluster available to stun. Not going to work on an immune target. Ignite going down. Now Gold Card Enjoyer not quite able to find the charm, but it does not matter. Green Dragon's going to be the next target, but Flag and Drag's going to secure the death of their teammates.
This is insanity. I don't know what's going on
anymore.
anymore.
Very fed Ari, but 2 very, very beefy boys who do have magic resist, and Gold Card Enjoyer for the first time this game will fall.
Yeah, big shutdown going to Andreas, and I think that's going to mean quite a lot, actually, as the, what's that thing called? Jack Show is going to be completed, I think, with that kill.
Jock Show the Protean. Yep, and we're going to see a Hex Drinker going to be built up there for the Jarvan.
Yeah, that was so fun. And people are just dying left and right to the Baron. It's actually an execute on the CEO of Nebraska in the back. What is going on?
Yeah. That's
I'm gonna say it though. I don't like this character build. We saw
think that's
a couple
valid.
W's landing, and those W's didn't feel that good.
I am curious about it more than anything.
There's TP coming through. Gold card showing up.
Yep.
Can we find a charm here? Oh, just missing.
Ooh. Vector's looking pretty aggressively here. As this would be the soul here for the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs. Lots of damage there found onto Voodoo.
These Qs. Rabbit on Stealth Gap is completed for Gold card, so a ton more damage going to be coming through. Angle is really awkward though. See if they're able to find it.
Not starting up the drink just yet. That was pretty good damage onto Green Dragon 2001 there.
Ziggs is putting it back across though. Chesa getting about half HP. Gold card doesn't have an angle again.
Oh, lots of damage coming from Boldrum. Oh, Ziggs
There
ult!
it is.
Oh.
Huge play.
Charm will be found to go onto the Jarvan, as with the stun. A beautiful layering of the CC means that Chaz is going to get a reset. Meanwhile, on the back line, Malas holding off 3 of them. Green Dragon kicking incredibly low. Cheza taking the Ziggs bombs. Andreas going forward. And forced to run away.
Holding them back.
Nebraska. Gold card going forward is going to be able to find Voodoo. But Andreas is the raid boss, and Boldrin is his artillery support.
Wow, actually really sketchy for a moment there. They do find the picks, but Voodoo getting sniped by Gold card there. Puts a lot of worry for the fans of Louisiana Tech Bulldogs, but they are going to be rewarded. Actually, they're not going for the dragon here. They're just going to hold off, wait for everybody to reconvene.
Yeah, Malice actually calling it out and TPing bot lane, maybe looking to go behind Boldrum here on this Ziggs.
Yeah, Malice does have the angle. Pantheon ult's available.
Oh, good W there. I don't know if
Oh,
here comes the Pantheon ult over the top. However, 3 are going to be available now. Oh my goodness, and the Pantheon's just melting. Fluffster, no!
That ain't it.
The Fluffster falls, and it looks like Dragon Soul is going to go over to the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs.
Yeah, and I don't really think there's much on the other side of the map that can be done to answer here. So Nebraska Esports gonna have to just push out mid, hope for the best, wait for their support to respawn. See, CEO of Nebraska in a bit of a dicey spot here, actually.
Yeah, Gold Card is already looking at the damage, but there's so much MR that's been purchased. I want to see some form of pen, either the Crypt Balloon or the Void Staff, being built on this Ahri.
Yeah. I'm not sure what's coming next. We might see... I could even see a Shadow Flame or something. Be an option.
Start up this Baron. You know what happened last time we saw a Baron fight, though?
Yep. Aaron killed everyone.
Well, but Boldrum doing so much damage over the wall. Gold Card and Jordan going in. He's able to find the star, and there's lots of damage going through. Chazza taken incredibly low, and they're going to look to kill the enemy jungler here. But on the other side, Boldrum taken low by Gold Card Enjoyer, but Gold Card Enjoyer has to be careful. That's a stacked Smolder, and the execute range is potentially available. That's one.
Huge damage.
And that looks like it is going to be the Baron for the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs.
Yeah, Boldrin, I gotta see the damage charts at the end of this. Boldrin's doing so
I don't know if we
much
can.
damage. Oh, that's true. They're replay gaming.
Yeah. Eventually, once the API isn't broken, not on our end, on Riot's end, we'll be able to do stats. So we could do a little post game recap.
Oh, Andreas is saying they
Andreas
can send the
send
damage
damage
charge.
charts. I mean, ship him to
Beautiful.
my DMs, brother.
We gotta see it. I think it's Boldrin by like 10k over everyone else at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Although Gold Card has done a shitload of damage, so it's hard to say. But just the Ziggs is really pumping it out now at the end game.
Yeah, especially with the Leandries doing its work over and over again.
The stats could just like probably. I don't know what the stats team's got planned.
I think it's going to be a different, more... The idea is having it be a more upgraded version, but Riot decided to like change a lot of the ways the API works, specifically this season, as we're going to see a little bit of engage here, perhaps with the bot turret. Chaz going in, it's going to be charmed up. That's so much damage, and Mom called over the top of the fight as well. Fluffster trying to get away, trying to be safe, but the Cataclysm will not let him escape. It is looking dire for Nebraska Esports as the teleport's going to come in here from Andreas.
And Louisiana Tech Bulldogs are looking to close it out here. The execute's coming through from Smolder.
Yeah, good poppy ult to get some people away, but it looks like it's just not quite going to be enough. Boo Dude flexing the Smolder stacks on this champion. And your winners are the Louisiana Technology Bulldogs.
The technological dogs.
Yeah. They're like Robo-Dog, but they play League of Legends.
I just tried to click the continue button on a Discord stream. Whoops. Yeah, clean, honestly, clean match. Happy to see that, you know, it wasn't one-sided, even though it was a 2-0. Very good fight from Nebraska Esports. That second game, I think we saw a much more decisive game plan, though, from Louisiana Tech Bulldogs, and they definitely had a cleaner match.
If you take a look on the stream and a little bit of delay, I do have the damage charts.
Excellent. Is it as predicted? Do we see massive numbers for the Ziggs? Only about 5,000 ahead of the Ari, though.
Yeah. Well, in any case, I think we should go ahead and do our... well, we need to do our coin flip.
Coin flip, yeah.
We need to do our coin flip. Okay. So hang on. 1 second. Gotta go. Just go to the waffle cam. Start putting in the remainder of the waffle batter. Probably looks like it's 2 more waffles here. I believe the stats are going to be working for historical games. I'm not 100% sure on that. Okay. Window capture.
I love this in community. Bugcatcher saying, "Who's on Nebraska Esports, and are they actually from Nebraska?"
I mean, the CEO of Nebraska, right? So
yeah, they must be. There's no way.
Yeah.
Heads gaming. We've got chat picking sides between heads and tails now, and like ferociously defending their choice.
Well, Oh, the U.S. Mint for Kids has a coin flip game.
Oh, let's use that.
Are we ready?
I'm ready.
Find out.
I need to know.
Heads or tails?
It's heads the first time. It has to be tails, right?
Achievement unlocked. Baby steps.
Wait. It was doing sound. That is tails. That is going to be tails.
Called it. There's achievements?
Apparently there are achievements.
This is awesome. We need to do this every stream. Are you kidding me?
Just flip a coin.
I love this.
Well, thank you all so much for bearing with us today. I'm very appreciative. This has been the Low Budget LCS. I've been Popova.
I'm the Mighty Fool.
And who are we rating here?
Oh, that's a good question. Who is up at this time of night?
Speaka, Medio, Sneaky are all streaming right now. As
Let's
is
do Spica.
Fiction. Speak a lol. Hey.
I'm a Spica fanboy.
All right.
The other card has invited you.
Thank you, gamers. I will see you all on the other side. Take it easy. See you later, dudes.